What is up, hooligans? Happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. Appreciate all of you hooligans being here. If you got a like button, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. You guys thought I was going to do the press briefing, didn't you? Nope, not doing that nonsense. I thought about it, but she went live before we got on the screen. I was like, we're not really missing anything. She does look haggard, though. Maybe I'll show that in a little bit, because, it's always worth pointing some fun and whatnot. We're going to read through the schedule really quick. Then we're going to read through the chat. Get everything going. I'm kind of multitasking. Something weird just happened on the website right after I started the live. So I'm like editing the website, running the live, trying not to yell at my cat. These things. Today's going to be an interesting one. I will say that. We're starting out with a video titled Meat Companies Outraged by COP28 Summit. Now, I don't really know what COP28 is, but apparently the UN or whoever is getting together to talk about how Americans should stop eating so much meat. I don't know. They want us weak. That's all I hear when they're like, stop eating meat. Turn your wiener inside out. Eat the bugs. You'll own nothing. Be happy with it. Try being gay for a week and see if you like it. It's like they just want Americans weak. That's all they want. They want Americans weak. We're not going to allow that. Then we have a video titled, This is Incredible Abuse by the Biden Administration. That is a, why can I not think right now, Josh Hawley video. He's being interviewed by Ingram, I believe. And he's talking about the censorship, the government, the Twitter files and all that stuff. And I thought that'd be appropriate because today broke out the YouTube files. I don't know if you guys have seen that. Thank you, Who Through, for tagging me in the link he posted over on the news board on Gilded and stuff to open my eyes to what's actually going on here. So we have lots of stuff about that to cover. We're going to start off with an article about that that is titled White House Worked with YouTube to Censor. And it's an article, so I'm going to summarize the article. I will provide the link to all of you guys to read along with me. And then we will be moving forward to a video titled Tell Me She Has a Better Answer. And it's Kamala Harris being interviewed and failing miserably. The person interviewing her they might as well be reading like Twitter comments to her, because they're like, well, the American people think you don't have anything better to say than that same catchphrase you just say over and over again. And she just looks stunned. And there's a couple moments in that video that are like that, where they just kind of roast her and then she doesn't know what to do in reply. And I think it's awesome. So we're going to show that. Then we're wrapping up with 3 videos from Twitter with Elon Musk. Elon Musk was interviewed, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before or whatever, but the video came out on Twitter yesterday. You guys probably have already seen it. It was circulating like wildfire. Elon Musk is unfazed by the soft and stupid brands pulling their ad revenue from the X platform. They claim that there's so much white supreme pizza going on Twitter that their ads keep popping up near racist white people stuff. And so they're pulling their ads from the X platform. They're not going to advertise. And I can't remember. There's a long list of stupid companies that are going to do it, like Target and those people and whatnot. So he was asked about that during an interview. And he basically said, if you don't want to advertise with me, then go fuck yourself. Like, that's basically what he said. And I love that. I love that kind of honesty, that direct, firm action right there. I like that. So we got 3 different clips that are from the same interview, but different points and stuff, where Elon's just on fire. And so we're going to wrap up the show with that, because I figured that'd be a good way to end everything. And that's on the schedule today. I think it's going to be a good one. We're going to read through the chat really quick, and then we'll go ahead and get her started. What is up, everyone, over on jeffmaclive.com? Something weird happened with the badge up in the corner, so if it's like humongous, don't you worry. We're going to get that fixed. It just happened. I don't know what happened. Something updated, and now the header is huge. Anyways, what's up, Christy Star? What's up, Matt? What's up, Astral Hammer? Happy freedom. My chat just disappeared. What's up, Livid Review? Livid Review, I got to run to the post office today after the live. I'll be picking that stuff up, and I'm super excited about it. What is up, everyone over on Rumble? I want to remind you guys over on Rumble, if you would like to join the membership program for $1 over there, click that join button and you'll see the spot to type in your promo code. Type in Hooligan in all capital letters. You'll get your first month for a doll hair. That's a deal. What's up, Snooks? You were first today over on Rumble. You're awesome, Snooks. What's up, Simply Witchy? What's up, Matthew? What's up, JT3? What's up, Pumpkin? What's up, Crystals? What's up, Dawn? Astral Hammer, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Zero? Zero, we're going to be working tonight. Been thinking about Skyrim since I woke up. Trapped in that damn mission. Skyrim pisses me off, but it makes me want to come back and be triumphant. Anyway, so what's up, Two Crow? What's up, Undercrofter? Happy freedom, you hooligans. What's up, Firefox? What's up, TJ? What's up, Sly Dog? Happy freedom. What's up, Disco? Appreciate you hooligans being here. Make sure I don't miss anybody. What's up, Eddie? Eddie Walker. Happy freedom. Yes, let's get those likes up. Where are we at? 26 likes out of the 80 people here. Come on, we could do better than that, hooligans. Let's get those likes up. What's up, everyone over on Odyssey? Snooks, you were first over on Odyssey. Appreciate you. What's up, everyone over on Kick? Happy freedom. What's up, everyone over on Twitch? For some reason, Twitch doesn't like my connection. For the last couple of days, it's been saying the connection's unstable, but I haven't had any complaints, so I'm just going to ignore the big red unstable button at the bottom of the screen. What's up, Grey Wolf? What's up, Matt? What's up, Shaunavision? What's up, Mr. Beansy Beans? Happy freedom, you hooligans. I appreciate all of you guys being here. And what is up, everyone over on YouTube? I'm gonna get butthurt today. I'm gonna tell you that. We're gonna read these YouTube files and I'm gonna start getting grumpy. You YouTube hooligans, you should just make your way over to Rumble, because the censorship is real. And Jim Jordan is the one that's breaking the news on the YouTube files, they're calling them. Anyways, oh, I can't see who was first. Matt, I think you were first today over on YouTube. You're awesome. What's up, Proud Patriot Girly? What's up, Sly Dog? What's up, Sweet Tat? What's up, Dad? What's up, Shanti? What's up, Noble? Happy freedom. What's up, Salty Ragu? Grey Wolf, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Anthony? What's up, MD Cyron? Happy freedom. What's up, Bobby? What's up, American Patriotism? What's up, Bombay Man? Go woke and hope you go broke. Yep. What's up, Rip Curl? Rip Curl. They just announced a new bill to ban all gas-operated and high-capacity semi-automatic firearms. When? When did they do that? Well, good luck to them. Good luck to them. There's nothing like trying to take firearms from somebody who doesn't want you to take them. I'm sure that'll go well. What's up, Raja? Happy freedom. I'm telling you, in this next year, it's going to get spicy. What's up, enter username? Happy freedom. What's up, Blue Crow? Appreciate you hooligans being here. So we're going to get this started really quick. I'm trying to think. There was something I was supposed to tell you guys, and I can't remember now. I hate that. I hate that. You know, you're sitting there taking your morning crap, and you're got all these ideas storming up, and you're like, oh, I want to show the hooligans this, but then an hour and a half later when you make it out of the bathroom, can't remember. These things happen. Anyways, we're going to start off with this first video titled Meat Companies Outraged by COP28 Summit. Trying to tell them Americans need to eat less meat. Well, whoever says that, they can eat shit. Anyways, I want to remind you guys, we got a new design here. Meowica needs more hooligans. I thought it was funny with a cute little cat and all that stuff. Can't go wrong with kitties on a t-shirt. Go check it out. Definitely go check it out. And if that's not your style, can't go wrong with the Screaming Goat. Everybody loves the Screaming Goat. We got lots of different designs over on the merch store. Definitely go check them all out. I will drop the link in the chat while we're watching this first video.
There's a fresh beef brewing today as the United Nations Climate Change Conference kicks off in Dubai.
And reports are saying there will be a strong emphasis on food this year, and those in wealthy nations like the United States will be urged to eat less meat. in efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. We'll see how that goes
Yeah.
over
Just tell people to
here
stop
at
eating
home.
meat.
Exactly. Kelsey Kernstein joins us live in studio. And Kelsey, according to these leaked documents that we've gotten our hands on, these meat organizations and lobbying groups have very active plans at this conference. What are they?
Mark and Adrian, good morning. So the climate change conference is, of course, sparking outrage amongst meat companies. We reached out to the North American Meat Institute. They can confirm to us they will be in attendance at the climate change conference. And they also plan to send a pro-meat message to policymakers. They also provided us with a statement reading in part, quote, "Meat, milk, and eggs offer crucial sources of much-needed nutrients that cannot easily be obtained from other sources, making the Meat Institute's engagement as an accredited COP28 observer a critical opportunity to verify progress towards sustaining these nutrient-dense foods for generations to come." Now, according to those reported leaked documents, other major meat companies like JBS will also be on the ground with pro-meat messaging as well. However, climate change activists have been telling the public for a while that cutting out meat and switching to a plant-based diet can help reduce greenhouse gas emissions. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, animal agriculture is the biggest source of methane gas emissions, and the dairy industry surpasses plane emissions. Some lawmakers are speaking out on social media. Arizona Congressman Andy Biggs taking to X, reading in part, quote, "The woke UN now wants to starve Americans by mandating meat reduction policies. No thanks. I will side with American farmers over hard-left bureaucrats any day." And Wisconsin Representative Tom Tiffany also writing on X, reading, quote, "The United Nations is calling on the U.S. to reduce meat consumption. It's time to put defunding the UN on the menu." Now, it's not exactly clear what these major meat companies have planned over the next week during the conference, but we can tell you they are prepared to put up a fight. Adrian and Markey.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com.
I don't know why they're pushing so hard for this stupid stuff. So stupid. I kind of want to say it's a distraction, but at the same time, what if they start banning meat? Like, what if they start, like, you go to Walmart and there's 6 pounds of burger and we're all supposed to fist fight for it? Well, you better not show up the day I need burger. I'll let you guys know what day it is. We'll have to figure out a system here. I don't know. I feel like that's where they're pointing us to, though. And I am sick and tired of being told what to do. I am so sick of that. If the plague did anything to us, it made us all entitled enough to tell everybody else what to do. It started with those damn door greeters telling you got to wear a freaking compliance cloth to enter Walmart. That's where it started, I swear to God. Now you can't eat meat. Like, now you can't say leave kids alone because that's anti-Rainbow Crew rhetoric. And it's like, just stop telling everybody these punches in the face will make America great again. I swear to God. I swear to God. Ain't nobody telling nobody what to do if that person will punch you in the face. We need to regulate things. I don't know. I am so sick and tired of being told what to do and how to do it and all this stuff. It's exhausting. It is exhausting. And there's no shortage of it. Everyone around us is just being tyrannical for no reason. I hate it. We're going to read through the chat really quick, see what you guys think about this before moving forward. Next up, we're going to crack open the case with the censorship. We're starting off with a video titled, "This is Incredible Abuse by the Biden Administration." Like I said, it's Josh Hawley, and he's talking about how the White House was reaching out to social media to censor the American people and silence free speech. And ironically, he doesn't mention YouTube. He mentions every platform except for YouTube. So we're going to go from that directly into the YouTube files, where there's actual information that the White House and YouTube were connected with each other to enforce censorship on the American people. We're going to cover that in just a second. What's up, Annette? Happy freedom. Appreciate you being here. It's Astral Hammer. The whole West Coast needs to fall into the ocean. We just need those leaders out. There's a lot of conservatives on the West Coast. There's a lot of thinking individuals out there. Of course, there's a bunch of clowns, homeless people, and drug addicts also. But it's the leaders that allow this to happen. If they had better leaders over there, the homeless, drug addicts, either or both, could be taken care of, and then everybody else who has a thinking brain and has to go to work and likes to earn the things that they have, they would be free to do that. They wouldn't be burdened by the bad things going on the West Coast, and they'd be able to flourish. So we got to get rid of these leaders, which is really difficult when the system is rigged, but you know, that's the goal. But I agree, the bad stuff seems to always start over on the West Coast, and then it just bleeds into the rest of the country. And that's unfortunate, but again, it's those damn leaders. The so-called leaders, that's what that is. They're so-called leaders. They're only leaders because they got all those 3-letter agencies controlling everything in the country. Otherwise, nobody would be following anything those guys say. Just reading through. Bobby, no, I live in Seattle. Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. It's not the people's fault. It's the politicians that are ruining everything. I mean, you know, we got the soft and stupid people, and they do kind of ruin things, but they're not in charge of anything. They're really not. You know, like when a child is on the floor of Walmart screaming and kicking and crying, they want a toy, and they're calling mom a bitch and all this stuff. You don't have to deal with that. You can just walk away. That's not your kid or your problem, and that's kind of the situation. It's the damn politicians that are screwing everything up. All the soft and stupid people, they're the child kicking and screaming on the floor. They don't really affect anything if you don't let them. You got to fix the politician situation. What's up, Never Comply? Happy freedom. Never Comply. Why do you want to punch me in the face? I just got here. I do not want to punch any of you hooligans in the face. Talking about fist fighting over burger meat at Walmart. JT. We'll go with Blaster because we got another JT in here. It's 9:45. I just ate a lettuce wrap burger. What is a lettuce wrap burger? Is that like no buns? You just wrap it in lettuce? I've been hearing more about this. People like using onions instead of a bun, or I'm trying to think, there was something else I had seen too. I don't think it was pickles. Maybe it was lettuce. It was just lettuce instead of a bun. I've been hearing about that. That might be the way to go. I swear to God, the bread is killing us. If I go a week without eating bread, I'll drop like 20 pounds and I'll feel like I'm 16 again. I swear to God, the bread is killing us. I don't know if it's gluten or what it is, but it is killing us. And you don't even realize it till you go without bread. And then you realize you feel so much better. I don't know. The older I get, the less I trust that whole food pyramid thing. Bobby, I will eat my neighbor. She's as big as a house. You're not going without burger for a long time. I got Klaus Daniels as backup. He doesn't know it, but you know, that's what it is. Matthew, first there's meat tax, then they'll limit meat, then meat will be banned. Well, we can't let it get that far. Because it'll be like the guns. They'll have to confiscate the cows, right? They'll have to come take our cows. Cows shall not be infringed. We'll come out with t-shirts and everything. You can't take our guns. You can't take our cows. That's all we got. What's up, Melissa? Happy freedom. You're not that late. We're just getting started. Disco, I seen one where they were using Krispy Kreme donuts instead of a bun. See, I like eating heart attack food like that. I don't know why. But I do that stuff. Like, you always hear me talk about the things I can't eat and sensitive stomach problems and stuff. But what I will do, especially with breakfast food, is I will just pile it all together and just mix it all up and then just dump it down my throat. Like, it doesn't matter. I used to be one of those kids where the green beans can't touch the mashed potatoes because when they touch, I'm not going to eat it. I used to be one of those kids when I was little, and I don't know if life got hard or I just grew up or what. But now I'm like, yeah, just dump it into a bucket so I can just chug it in the living room. I am unfazed by that stuff at this point. I will mix it all together. A breakfast milkshake. Pumpkin, I love bread. I gotta have toast. Yeah, I like bread too, but it just doesn't make me feel good. I feel the same way about ham. I like ham. It tastes fine, especially bacon. But I don't feel good after eating ham. I don't seem to have the same problem with bacon. But if I eat ham, like honey ham or like, Thanksgiving time kind of ham stuff, I don't feel good afterwards. On top of them saying, there's parasites in it and all this other stuff. That's why I don't eat ham. Confiscate. Yeah, Melissa, I see what you're saying over there. I see what you're saying. Salty Ragu made it over to Odyssey. You were number 2 today, Salty Ragu. Snooks was first. She beat you through the door. What's up, Chloe over on Kick? Happy Freedom. Grey Wolf, no carbs. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably the carbs that are kicking my ass. That's probably what it is. Grey Wolf, I love my carbs. I just don't like not feeling good. I got too much stuff to do in a day to spend time not feeling good. What's up, Soul For Real? Happy Freedom. Klaus Daniels, are you co-hosting today? He'll never talk when I put him on camera. He'd be on the floor just yelling at me. Mr. Beansy Beans, 1 week that I've been doing intermediate fasting and not eating over 20 hours, and I think I've seen a few results, not very much, but I'll see more comes towards the end of December. Yeah, once your body adjusts to it, you'll start seeing more results. My buddy does that. My buddy Mello, he's gone on a flag walk with me and stuff. He does that because he does that jiu-jitsu stuff, and so I can't remember the time. It's something like between 8 at night and noon he doesn't eat. Like, he will not eat. And it's the same thing, intermediate fasting and whatnot. He does it to keep track of his weight because he competes in tournaments. He competes in like big tournaments and stuff. And yeah, he's always telling me about intermediate fasting. And that probably is something that contributes to me not feeling well. 11 o'clock comes around at night and I start getting hungry and I need to stop doing that. And that's probably part of what's hurting me. 24/7 the soil lit green. We'll probably see that more than... We'll probably see more questionable meat before we see a meat ban. Like, we'll see more 3D printed meat or things like that, I think, before we see a meat ban. We'll see meat alternatives before we see a meat ban, I believe. I mean, we're already there. We've already seen bug burgers and things like that, so we're getting there. But I think they're going to push more of it while reducing legitimate meat. What's up, CB? Happy Freedom. Appreciate you being here. What's up, Adrian? Just reading through really quick. New debate, is Kirby live? They were. I'll see if they still are really quick, because I do kind of want to roast KJP just for a moment. I don't want to hear them flapping their lips, though. They ain't never saying anything. Half the time they're just saying what I'm saying either before or after I've already said it, and so the redundancy is just really unnecessary. It is Captain Hot Dog Fingers on the screen right now, but I want you guys to see Raggedy KJP. I swear to God, she looks like a crackhead. She looks like a crackhead. This is early. I rewound it a little bit. This is when she first stepped on stage. She looks like she was rode hard and put away wet and just woke up, rolled out of bed, and come crawling out from the back room. And this is how she, wearing last night's makeup, smelling like a bum in butt sex. It's not good. It's not good. Yeah, she looks terrible. So anyways, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. That's nightmare sauce on the screen. We'll just go ahead and get that right off the screen right there. We'll be lucky if I don't get in trouble today. I'm waiting to see if the YouTube files stuff is going to be banned on YouTube, because that would make a lot of sense for YouTube. The way that they get down, the vile, just sneaky behavior, this deceitfulness that they like to work around, I could totally see them banning any kind of YouTube file content. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But if I'm not here tomorrow, just know that their censorship is still in full gear. Anyways, we're going to move forward to this next video. It's titled, "This is Incredible Abuse by the Biden administration." This is Josh Hawley being interviewed by Ingram over on Fox, talking about how the White House likes to reach out to social media and have them do the censorship like a bunch of bastards. Let's get it started.
Joining me now is Senator Josh Hawley, member of the Senate Judiciary Committee and the Homeland Security Committee. Senator, your response to all of these efforts by Smith, the judiciary behind him, and the lack of oversight given what's happened here with these cases?
Well, Laura, I will just say that this is the most unbelievable, incredible abuse of the First Amendment in our Constitution that we have ever seen in American history. And that's no small thing, because we've had some serious abuses in the past. But look at what this administration is doing. This special counsel who's totally and completely out of control. He's obviously doing the bidding of Joe Biden. I mean, he is going after individual citizens here. Let's be clear about this. He is trying to get the records of Twitter users who just liked a tweet by Donald Trump or who retweeted a Donald Trump post. I mean, this is unbelievable stuff. And I have to tell you, it reminds me of what happened in Hong Kong, what the Chinese Communist Party did there. I had the privilege of being in Hong Kong on the streets with the protesters when China was in the middle of their brutal crackdown. And do you know what they did? They turned Hong Kong into a police state. They turned every CCTV camera all over that city on the protesters. They followed them on their social media. They tracked them on their phones. When you look at what Jack Smith is doing here, it looks like the same exact thing. This is CCP tactics, communist China tactics used against the American people, all in service of going after this president's political opponents. And Laura, there's a pattern here too. I mean, we now have courts have said, federal courts have said that this administration has deliberately violated the First Amendment by coercing and working with social media companies. This is the president deliberately and directly ordering his White House to go to Twitter, to go to Facebook, to go to Instagram, and to pressure them to censor speech they don't like, to take down posts about school board meetings, about COVID, about election issues, about the Hunter Biden laptop. They did
Senator,
all of those things in order
I'm sorry to interrupt, but
the American people.
And Senator, the thing that I'm blown away by, and this is not directed at you, is how few members of the Republican Party have really stood up and called this out for what it is. And as I said in the angle, silence is tacit approval in this case. When the government is used against the people who fund the government, that's tyranny. And they're calling Trump an authoritarian? They're trying to scare people that Trump's going to execute people when he gets into power, if he gets into power again? I mean, where is the Senate leadership on this? Where is any leadership on this?
There's no accountability, and you're absolutely right. I mean, this ought to be the number one issue. Laura, this is how a police state behaves. I cannot emphasize this enough. I mean, this is the abuse of government power deliberately against anybody who disagrees with them, anybody who offers a political viewpoint they don't like. They have you censored, they have you tracked, they have you followed. This is absolutely outrageous. And the answer to this is people need to start getting impeached for this stuff. Alejandro Mayorkas, he needs to be impeached, the Homeland Security Director. Christopher Wray at the FBI, his FBI violated the First Amendment. There need to be consequences. But what we're seeing right now is as you say, it is silence.
No.
And there's nothing that's a bigger threat to democracy than this.
Well, Senator, I appreciate your voice on this. I think the tacit approval is from senators who don't like Trump, and they don't understand that they're next on the list. They're next on the chopping block. Senator, thank you so much.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey.
Senator Josh Hawley. He's a badass. He's a badass. I've been saying that since I figured out who he was. They need to do something about all this stuff, though. I seen, what was his name? Speaker of the House, Speaker Johnson. I think it was yesterday. Talking about how they're moving forward with the Biden impeachment. They have like 16 different times where old man Walter lied to the American people and all this stuff. That's great. That's great. Go ahead, impeach him and all that. How about throwing people in jail? How about that? How about we stop talking about all the bad stuff that the government's doing to us and they get held accountable? How about that? Because, it's one thing for me or you to get together and talk about, get on the same page. Hey, do you think the government's mistreating us? Yeah. Well, why do you think that? Well, all these reasons. Yeah, I agree with that. I think they are mistreating us. But when it's like Senator Hawley on the screen, the government's mistreating the American people. Okay, well, who the fuck's going to do something about it? We need to do something about it. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's like we're pointing out all the bad things, but nobody's doing anything about it. That guy, he's over there breaking the law. And the officer's like, oh, yeah. Yeah, that guy's over there breaking the law. And then we're just sitting here like, you gonna do something? You do the thing? And they're like, yeah, somebody should do something about that. And that's kind of where we're sitting right now. And it's terrible. It is terrible. Now, I like that Hawley calls people out, but they need to get together and actually do something. Like, they know that old man Walter's corrupt. They know he's taking money from foreign governments. They know that his administration is censoring the American people. They know all of this, but nobody's doing anything about it. And that needs to change. That needs to change. It's not exactly up to me or you to do something about it, at least not yet. But those people up in office, Hawley and all them guys, they need to do something about it. Speaker Johnson and all them, they need to do something about it. The marshals need to do something about it. Like, it's not okay. They're like, oh yeah, the government's being tyrannical. Maybe we should impeach old man Walter. How about we throw them all in fucking prison till they die? How about that? Like, that's what accountability is. You break the law, you get incarcerated, and you serve your time. What, like, you know, it doesn't seem to slip their mind anytime that I step out of line. Anytime I break a law, they can't wait to pile charges on me and sit me in a hole forever. So why is it that politicians get to do that? They get to shit on not just one person, but the whole body of the American people, and then just smile and wave at us and walk off stage like it's all okay. It's not okay. They need to be held accountable. And this whole impeachment talk stuff, like, that's great. Yeah, get them out of office. But then hold them accountable. Put them in court. Like, penalties, you know, consequences for their actions, right? That's how America works. Unless you're a politician. And we need to change that. There's too much evidence of them not doing right by us for nothing to happen. For nothing to happen. They just keep telling us, oh, be scared that China's going to come control you. Be scared of China. Okay, we're scared of China, but our government's sitting here doing CCP stuff to us. I'm kind of getting scared of them too. Like, shit. we need something. We need balance. We don't have any balance. Anyways, we're going to read through the chat really quick before moving forward. This next one is the article that is considered the YouTube files, or at least the beginning of it all. I'm going to summarize the article. I'm also going to provide the link to you guys so you can read along with me and all of that. Because this is like a new thing. I mean, it's not new to us, but the news breaking is a new thing called the YouTube files. Sorry, the Twitter files. It's just like the Twitter files, but with YouTube. So anyways, we're going to read through the chat first before going through that article. And I had too much blah, 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 not enough action. Yeah, exactly. Nazi Germany in the early to late 30s to the 40s. That's where we're getting. That's where we're going. They're censoring our free speech. And so in the Section 230 thing is not an excuse at this point. Section 230 allows social media companies to pull down content even if that content is specifically constitutionally protected. But when the government is telling social media what to do, it's no longer them acting on their own actions. They're doing what the government wants, and the government is not allowed to censor the American people at all. You're not allowed to censor free speech. So this is an infringement. This isn't Section 230 protected. This is an infringement. It's government overreach. It's legitimate government overreach. And there needs to be some accountability. What's up, Hair Juicer? Happy freedom. Astral Hammer posting Demolition Man talking about a rat burger. I'm going to watch that movie because that's where we are. We're like right there. We are on the brink of living like Demolition Man, where he's like swearing and the tickets come out of the machine. He's being ticketed because of swear words. Noise pollution. God only knows. What's up, Cornish? Happy freedom. Hair Juicer Vivek is speaking in Des Moines tomorrow about government using eminent domain to steal farmland to build, I don't know if I might be able to say that, carbon capture facilities. We'll have to look into that. I haven't heard anything about that. Let's see. Matthew, ants on a stick dipped in chocolate sauce? No, I'm good on that. Soccer sucks. Why learn from history when you can just rewrite it? That's how the blue team feels. That's how the blue team feels. That's why they pulled down all those statues and stuff. Can't repeat history if we don't forget it first. What's up, Tam Tam? Happy freedom. I'm like this close to getting rid of Klaus. He's driving me nuts. The last 2 days, it's just been... He's like worse than a 3-year-old. Like, it's just constantly getting into stuff. He hasn't really been messing with the tree that much. He's doing something weird to the lower branches. But everything else, it's like he's just nonstop. I woke up like 9 times last night. Come out here and yell at the cat. It's being crazy. Girth, I love Irish chicks. I don't think I can spot an Irish chick without an accent. I'm a little Irish. I think I'm a little Irish and Scottish. Pumpkin, it's hard to punish them if the AG won't. Yeah. Well, and that's what sucks, is that we have all these people in all these different positions, and none of them are doing their job. None of them are doing their job. You know, look at the tyrannical government. Nobody holding them accountable. Look at the border, wide open. Nobody stopping them. They're even cutting parts of the gate down. The wall. The border wall. Now the border crossers are starting to cut pieces out of it to make coming here easier. Well, it's like, damn. You know, it's bad enough that the border crossers, or the border patrol, is allowing them to cross. Now they're just letting them cut into the wall? They just get to cut holes in the wall now? Like... They might as well just tell us to move out of our houses so the border crossers can live here because they deserve it more than we do. Like, they might as well just come out and say it. Just say it to our face. Stop beating around the bush. Bobby, wait, they lie to us? I always tell you guys about I was dating that Canadian, and I remember having conversations with her where she would say, well, yeah, but your government lies to you. And I remember being like, you think your government doesn't lie to you? And she's like, no, we're all about honesty in Canada. And I was like, oh, you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. And I think when the convoy happened, she probably figured it out. When they gridlocked Ottawa and all that, she was probably like, oh, damn, they are lying to us. Jeff was right. See, we're going to start making Jeff was right stickers and t-shirts. Jeff Mack was right. You're going to be like Trump and AJ and all those guys. I'm telling you, I called it first. Nobody's government is not lying to them. Let's see. Bobby, you just crack me up. Look at all you hooligans. You guys are roasting me in the chat. Bobby, I could put a little more Irish in you. I guess I walked into that. That was my fault. That was my fault. Let's see. You hooligans are cracking me up. My goodness. Matthew, catnip. I don't know if I need to give him catnip or I need to take the catnip away. Like right now, he's got his whole head under the fridge and he's upside down with his hands or his claws into the bottom of the fridge. His whole ass and legs are up in the air like this, and he's raking the bottom of the fridge because he's got toys under there or something. And so I'm listening to that right now. It's putting claw marks into my floor. I'm gonna move out of here. They're gonna be like, what the hell was going on in here? Were you housing Wolverine? Yep, and he's a little asshole. Cody, more and more people sounding like AJ. Yeah. I know, I think that's funny that they made AJ out to be like this crazy conspiracy theorist or whatever. But now so much time has passed that all the things he used to rant about, you know, his desk would be covered with articles and he'd be going through all the articles of things happening and behind the scenes that everybody claims isn't really happening. But now so much time has passed, now we're seeing those things start to happen. And it's like, yeah, I remember 15 years ago he was talking about this. Now we're living it. Guess he was right. Yep. That's how it goes. What's up, Rappy? Happy freedom. Hey, I appreciate you being here, Elder Zoomer. Happy freedom. What's up, Az Russell? Your cat's on crack. He's on something. I don't know what it is. I'm about to put a harness on him and take him for a walk and see how much he likes that. Maybe he'll act right. I should go dunk him in the snow. I don't think he's ever touched the snow before. Should open the slider. What is your name? Tanarez? If I could read better, it'd make my job easier. KJP just shut down the briefing over Simon. So we're going to look that up. We're going to look that up. That sounds like a rage quit if I've ever heard one.
Thank you, John.
Alright, give me a second here. I'm gonna scan through. We're gonna put it on the big screen. This is not live, okay? So I don't want people crying about any. Don't cry, okay? That's what I'm saying. Don't cry. This is no longer live. They've shut the press briefing off. Just disclaimer here because I can get in trouble on YouTube. Blah 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 blah. So just so you know, we're trying to figure out what's going on here. Let's shut the music off.
We can end this. Sorry, I have one question. Basically, John said Mark.
I see him back there shaking his head. Okay, I think it's right here.
That's part of the deal. That's what our expectation is that Hamas will allow that access. That was part of that arrangement.
Have they just simply been saying no at this point?
I don't know how much access they've actually had, but that's part of the deal what they signed up to. So we'll see. We'll see if we can get an extension on this. I mean, it's part of the deal for pauses. So during the pause, while you're getting hostages out and aid in, Red Cross gets access. So,
AIDS.
We got one more day today. Hopefully we can get this thing extended, and we'll see.
Does the U.S. have any other way that they feel they can determine the condition of these hostages, especially the Americans?
That's why the Red Cross access is so important, because it's eyes on. It's an independent view and a look to see how these people are doing, and that's why it's so important. Why we've been fighting for it.
Can I actually follow up on Angola? Thank you, John. Regarding the attack in Jerusalem in which Hamas has taken credit, does the U.S. View that attack in any way to be a violation of the ongoing truce between Israel and Hamas?
I don't want to get in. I'm not a.
It's people coughing.
The attack happened in Jerusalem. The pauses in the fighting were specific to Gaza.
Okay, so that's as simple as that. I mean, it wasn't. Therefore, it didn't violate.
It didn't technically violate the deal that was in place, but obviously it's a stark reminder of who they're facing and what kind of enemy that they're opposing.
Can I ask you a follow-up on Angola?
One question.
It is so surprising that you don't take if you are receiving an African leader, you can't take a question from an African journalist.
We can end this. Sorry, I have one question. Basically, John said Mark Rubio.
It's not about ending the briefing. I won't ask an African question because I am receiving an African
Okay, question. All right, thank you so much. Oh my God.
All right, we can end this briefing if it's not going to be respectful here. Chris.
That's what I'm saying. You are receiving an African leader and you don't take questions.
Thanks, everybody.
I have a question about gas prices.
Thanks, everybody.
Can we do one about the falling gas prices?
There's that rage quit we've been waiting on. There it goes. Leave it to Simon. Simon says, rage quit, KJP, you piece of shit. I love that. That is awesome. Fuck yeah to Simon. I'm going to retweet all his shit today when I get out of here. I get done working, I'm going to support Simon and Tiba. Thank you, Tan, for letting me know that over on Kick. You're awesome. Fuck yeah, Simon. Call her out. He said, I think it's crazy you won't take a question from an African. Fuck yeah, Simon, you're awesome. Call her out. They want to be all inclusive and stuff. Well, how come they can't call on you, Simon? Hell yeah. That's so awesome. We're sending Simon a hooligan t-shirt. He's a badass. What's up, Call Meals? Happy freedom. I'm going to read through the chat really quick after all of that. My goodness, that was good. That was good stuff. Good stuff. I love that. You know how long we've been waiting for a rage quit from KJP? We've got a couple really close ones, especially with Peter, because he really gets under her skin. She's not fond of Peter. That's why she's, well, anyways. So, good stuff, Simon. My God. If we can't be respectful, I'm going to have to shut down the press briefing. Good. Good. Shut it down. It's a sham anyways. I love that. I love it. Fuck yeah. It's good stuff. Anyways, we're going to read through the chat really quick, see what you hooligans think before we get to this article here. Girth, you'll lose a shoe if you kick her in the goods. Yeah, no doubt. Matthew, what a shame. Yeah, exactly. What a shame. That is so funny. I've wanted it so long. Finally got it. She might as well just not come back. They should give her $1 salary and just let her sit backstage for the duration of the Old Man Walter administration. Matthew, class dismissed. That is so awesome. Girth, K roast beef JP. Is that what it is? Yeah, she's going to have to start I don't know, she's going to have to sell feet pics or something after this, because she's just running her career right into the ground. What's up, McBeefy? Happy Freedom. What's up, Sparkling One? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Stern? Straight through the chat. We're going to move forward to this article in just a second. Alex, leaves a sour taste in your mouth. Yeah. I don't know. Tastes like pennies. MD Cyron, he crashed the server. Is that what happened? Took him out. Jamie and Deborah, hashtag Jeff was right. I'm telling you, we're getting there. We'll see. We'll see how things go, because we've been doing this a long time. Almost 4 years. In May, it'll be 4 years. If we keep it up, eventually it will be that way. We will have seen enough to where we can call the future, just like AJ. Ooh, somebody I think got banned. Oh yeah, they did. Well, oh well. If you're screwing around enough to have Snooks throw the hammer at you, you must really be screwing around. Did we ever find Matt? Did Matt ever? Is it Matt or Matt? He like disappeared from the chat yesterday, and I don't know what happened. And I was trying to figure out if YouTube got him, because YouTube is supposedly cracking down on people in the chat section, and I'm not seeing him in the chat. What's up, A-Quest? Happy Freedom. I think it's Matt. Yep, he's not in the chat. I don't know. We'll see. I'm keeping an eye out. Alex, I tried to go to that link you told me to go to a couple days ago, and I can't remember what the brand name is, but there's like 50 different companies all with the same brand name. So I couldn't figure out what store you were trying to get me to go to. Some online store. Couldn't find it, though. There's a lot of competition for that name. Man, I can't say that out loud, but yeah. So it's looking like Simon, I mean, he's doing a little bit of gaslighting, but he's not really, though. He is, but he's not. You know, he's doing some colorful wording and phrasing when he's calling her out, saying, oh, you know, you can't call on an African and stuff. But it's effective. It is effective because they do it, and it's, you know, it's good to see her taking a little taste of her own medicine. Disco, have fun at band camp. I love that. Yep. KJP, you know she's crying right now. You know for a fact she's crying. Well, we're going to move forward to the YouTube files. I'm going to minify the link here if I can figure out how to do it. I can't remember what it's called now. There it is. Tiny URL. I don't know why these article links are always 10 miles long, because then I can't share the link with you guys. Okay, so I'm posting the link to this article so you can follow along with me if you want. I'm just going to summarize it, but this way you'll be able to read the whole article about how YouTube and the government were working together to censor American people like me and you. I mean, we watched it happen live, but, you know, now everybody's going to know. Everybody gets to find out now. You guys couldn't hear me? My goodness. Was I muted for the whole article? Because I was like going off. I hate when that happens. Did you guys miss the whole article? Read it again. God bless America. I don't care. We'll read it again. God, I hate that. I hate when that happens. Oh well. I'll read it again. It's worth reading twice. Because we're going to have a follow-up on this anyways. Like, I can already tell. Anyways, we will do it again. I'm not showing the title because I think it's going to catch up to me. Anyways, once more, the Biden administration worked together with employees of Google-owned YouTube in 2021 to target alleged misinformation related to the plague and the jab. According to the documents obtained by Fox Business, the campaign was led by former White House Director of Digital Strategy, Rob Flaherty, I don't know what his name is, who has since left the administration to help run Biden 2024 re-election campaign as a deputy campaign manager. That guy emailed Google team members in April 2021 to connect about the work you're doing to combat jab hesitancy, but also crack down on jab misinformation, according to the documents. That guy continued asking for trends surrounding the jab misinformation on the website, while offering government assistance in the form of the plague experts at the White House to partner in product work with YouTube, which is the board of guys that we used to watch. We used to cover it every week. They would tell us how scared to be. Remember the dark winter, and we're all going to die over the winter if we don't get the jab and all that stuff. And the main guy's name was Jeff, and I used to hate that. Anyways, that's what they're talking about right there. It goes on to say, a week later, Google acknowledged that they sent the White House the total amount of videos removed for the plague jab misinformation, while discussing the government's desire for even more data. Really, this guy is interested in what we're seeing that is not being taken down. Read an internal Google email between employees seemingly referring to the videos that had not yet been removed. The next day, YouTube's government affairs team emailed YouTube's product team flagging the interactions with the White House, which I think is really crazy that YouTube has a YouTube government affairs team. That, I feel like that shouldn't even be a thing. Anyways. Goes on to say, speaking on the interactions between YouTube and the Biden administration, House Judiciary Chairman Jim Jordan, Republican from Ohio, told Fox Business, "We knew the Biden White House worked to censor American speech with the help of big tech. Internal documents from Google obtained by the Judiciary Committee and Select Subcommittee show that their scheme extended to YouTube. The committees will continue their critical investigative work to protect Americans' First Amendment rights and put an end to the vast government censorship enterprise," Jordan had added. So like I said, twice now, that's only like a third of the article that I summarized. I kind of went through it and whatever, right? I'm not trying to manipulate the information. Don't think I'm saying that, because I'm not. It's just a summary, and I've provided you guys with the link if you would like to go read the whole deal. But what I'm asking is that you just go share this everywhere, because Jim Jordan posted this on his Twitter along with a whole lot of context added on to the article. Whothrough found it and tagged me in it while also posting it on the news board in Gilded. This is one of the reasons why you should already be a part of Gilded, because then you would know that this is happening right now. There's also some censorship happening with Gilded and Discord that we're not going to talk about today because I got to find more information. But if you were a part of Gilded, you would already know what I'm talking about. So anyways, this is like the breaking news for the YouTube files. So grab this link and share it everywhere so everyone can see that I'm not just some asshole. I am, but we're actually being censored. These videos are being taken down. All these strikes I've caught over the last 3 years is just censorship. And we've known that, and we've been calling it, but now it's time for the normies to wake up to see what's really going on here. So share this link out everywhere. This is like the source of this news breaking. So go ahead and do it up while it's hot and off the press. My apologies for being muted. It happens. It happens. But at least we got it. We got it out. We're going to read through the chat really quick. The next one is titled, "Tell Me She Has a Better Answer." It's the interview where they're pretty much just roasting Kamala Harris right to her face, and I love it. So that's coming up next. Astral Hammer, I watched something on, I don't know what that is, on YouTube, and they were going through some evidence where Stevie Wonder was just pretending to be blind the whole time. I heard that he's not fully blind, that he's only partially blind, but he's blind enough to where he's impaired, like he can't drive and stuff like that. Because people have brought up situations where he's out in public and somebody like lifts their arm or something, and he like moves like he can tell that somebody's moving next to him, and people have kind of pointed to be like, yo, I don't think he's blind. But I don't know much about Stevie Wonder. That's all I know. Anyways, Just reading through really quick. MU, they're doing that right now. CommuTube and local TV is pushing ads about how wonderful and necessary the jabs are. Yeah. Twitch is really big with that too. They'll have pregnant people on there being like, well, I went and got the jab to protect my little baby. I'm like, whatever, your baby's coming out with 6 arms and spider webs. Like, so you know, don't be all excited about it. They're gonna be like, the baby had a heart attack while inside of you. And they're gonna be like, that's normal. That's normal. That's not due to the jab. That's normal. Melissa, that's what you were doing with your hands. I was actually shaking the water bottle at the cat. Threatening his life. Like, listen, buddy, you go sit down somewhere or you're catching the water. Melissa, Stevie Wonder could read music. Explain that. Yeah, I can't be blind and read music at the same time. I don't think they have music in Braille, but they might. That might be a thing. Be new. Get the goat ready. We're going to need clearing after the cackling. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I can't believe I was muted the whole time. That's so stupid. I got too excited. That's what happened. I got too excited to read the news to you guys. Wow, YouTube is really late. Just now, everybody's telling me I'm muted. Wow, I didn't realize YouTube is that. It's like a few minutes late. Like literally right now, everybody's like, you're muted. You need to turn your sound on. Holy crap. YouTube's doing worse than I thought they were. Anyways, we'll move forward. I can't even read the chat over on YouTube because they're 4 minutes behind. They haven't even heard the article yet. They're still... Fuck YouTube. I don't understand why you guys watch on YouTube. What a waste of time. Anyways. They'll hear what I'm saying in 4 minutes. It's fine. Maybe they'll move over then. So this next one's titled, Tell Me She Has a Better Answer. Little things like that, being muted and whatnot, used to really embarrass me. You have a lot of anxiety getting on camera like this. I don't know if you realize that. I still do after all these lives. We've done like 3,000 lives, and I still get terrible anxiety, like throwing up anxiety before I get on. But things like that used to really like embarrass me because I used to be a little quiet grandma's boy when I was a kid, so I get embarrassed really easy. Now the only time I get embarrassed is when Karine gets on the screen and starts talking about how much she loves me. That's the only time I get like real red. I'm like, oh my God, Karine, don't do that. The hooligans will never let me live it down. Anyways, let's get started with this Kamala Harris nonsense.
The White House taking Kamala Harris out of hibernation. They yanked her away from her college tour after the Hamas attack. I mean, you can't have Kamala out there talking to a bunch of college kids during the war. No way she's going to say the right thing. But after all that prep time and rest, the VP still wasn't ready for the most obvious question about migrants of all time.
You're seeing it in cities all across the country, not just red cities, blue cities. Yeah. 2 questions. Are you doing enough? But the other question, do you think the federal government needs to be providing financial support to these municipalities that are having these issues?
The second question first, yes, and we are. Now let's get to the first point.
The states and the mayor would say not enough, and not really.
We are. So we can negotiate whether more is needed, and that is something that, in terms of this conversation, but more importantly, what is needed, and let's, we can reevaluate that, but we are providing resources.
That's right, Kamala just called every Democrat mayor a liar. I wonder what the next question will be. It's got to be something about Joe's age, and she has to have a better answer this time. Tell me she has a better answer.
I would say that age is more than a chronological fact.
Let me ask you in a more complicated way. I think there's a lot of people who would say she can't say anything else. She couldn't tell if there was a problem.
I'm not lying.
If there was,
but I'm telling you a fact.
But if there ever is a problem,
yeah.
Do you think that you could go tell the American public? Do you think in your role that you're in a position to do that?
Of course, if necessary, but there's no need for that. There is a political argument that is being made that is not based on substance.
The media just asked the vice president, if the president's brain dead, would you tell us? And Kamala said, of course I'd tell you if he's brain dead. But don't worry, I will let you guys know. That's where we are in this country. Kamala is promising the press if something goes wrong with Biden, she won't hide it. And then Kamala says she'd get better press if she were a white man.
Ron Klain says this, and you've seen press about yourself over the years. He says that he believes that your popularity or unpopularity or whatever rating you want to put it as is a function of sexism and racism. He says that's part of the problem. He says she doesn't get the credit for all that she's done. Do you think that's true?
Well, are we talking about the media or people? As it relates to the media, I'm sure some of that is true.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to...
My goodness. Oh, Kamala Harris. She's getting roasted right to her face. I've never seen her look so disgruntled. She was looking him right in the eyes like, buddy, you're going to talk to me like that? You know what administration I'm a part of? We could shoot you in the face right here, and not an American would stand up and say anything about it. She's looking him right in the face like, you know who I work for? We'll take you out. You'll have a heart attack tonight. You keep talking to me like that. We'll call Hillary up. Have you dealt with? I've never seen her so disgruntled like that. Right to her face. And then they asked her, if something was up with old man Walter, you'd tell us, right? She's like, well, I'm not lying. Well, nobody was accusing you of lying, so apparently you got a little guilty conscience there. It's not good, Kamala Harris. It's not good. Not good at all. We're going to read through the chat really quick. The next 3 videos are all from X platform. What are we going to call it? X social? Should we go with X social? Because we shouldn't really call it Twitter anymore. And I hate saying X because it sounds like we're talking about ecstasy or something else. We'll go with X social, I guess. But the next 3 videos are all from X social. They're all of Elon Musk. He was being interviewed yesterday, and he was being very direct. And I appreciate people being honest and direct. I love that. Sometimes I get a little too much coffee and I get talkative, but without it I'm very cold and dry, which is why if you've ever had a conversation with me on text, you see I have a lot of emojis every time I text like I'm a 16-year-old. I do that because my words are so stern that if I don't put a smiley face at the end, you're going to think I'm chewing your ass. And I don't mean to be that way. I just like to relate the information as fast as I can, get the message on the way. But he's being very direct, and I like that. I like that a lot. We're going to cover that in just a second. We're going to read through all the chat and see how you guys feel about Kamala Harris. And we're going to move forward to Elon being very stern. Well, he's not very stern. He's being honest. He's being nice and honest. And roll another one, Kamala Harris. I know. She isn't nothing special. Oh, wow. 10 man. It's already in the gifts. Yes. I love that. I'm telling you, you guys need to go join jeffmaclive.com. We already got the Elon gifts going in the chat. It's great. It was great. Best chat out of all platforms. Matthew, she's done nothing. What has she done? I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. She hasn't done anything. For the border czar, never been to the border. That doesn't make any sense. She went to Africa for like 2 weeks, it seemed like, and talked a whole lot with those people, which doesn't do anything for us. And that's all she's really done. Well, her husband was kissing Jill Handler. So, I mean, we got that from her, sort of. That's about it, though. That's about it. Just reading through. Jeb, old man Walter talking about his Marine is really weird. Yeah, actually, we should play that clip really quick, because maybe people don't know what we're referencing here, and that was a really weird thing. If you guys aren't following me on Twitter, you should absolutely follow me on Twitter. On the X platform, X Social. Oh, we're gonna share this meme really quick. This is circulating because BLM is endorsing President Trump, so there's a lot of memes out there like this saying, like MAGA people comforting each other saying BLM really isn't that bad because now they're endorsing President Trump. Obviously it's just a joke, don't get all bent out of shape, but I think it's funny because it is really a weird thing that the BLM turn around and started supporting Trump. Never thought I'd see the day. Trying to find this oh, here it is. Here it is. We might play this Billy Graham video too, because you know what? It's always a good time to hear Billy Graham. I love hearing Billy Graham. We might play that next, because we need it. This is old man Walter. Can you hear the cat? Like, he's like tearing my house up. If he really damages stuff, I'm really gonna get rid of him. I don't want to, but I don't like stress at all. Anyways, so this is titled Old Man Walter saying, "Look, my Marine has the code to blow up the world." What an idiot.
This is Nick. Hey, Nick. This is Nick. Everybody. Now look, my Marine carries that. It has a code to blow up the world. That doesn't. This is not nuclear weapons, is it? All right. Okay.
He's against the camera.
By the way, you think I'm kidding?
Well, I don't know why the audio is so crap. I'm not exactly sure what that's about. But if you couldn't hear him, he's like, "Oh yeah, my Marine. He has the codes to blow up the world. He has my codes to blow up the world," or something along those lines. Like, why say that? Why say that? Like, I don't feel like there's an appropriate time other than a time of aggression to speak like that. I can't remember exactly what is said in this video, but I know that it's worth listening to.
Compromise with evil.
It's 58 seconds long, so if this makes you feel all twisted inside, just hold on tight, hold on to your seat. It's a message you absolutely need to hear, and like I said, it's only 58 seconds long.
People today will stifle their conscience, murder their principle, compromise with evil in order to secure what they desire. Satan says for a moment, bowing of the head, and that money will be yours. That office will be yours. That political prize will be yours. That position will be yours. That fame will be yours. That business will be yours. That sexual satisfaction will be yours. That sensual pleasure will be yours if you just bow to me. And how many people do it? What shall it profit a man if he gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Suppose you gained it all, but lost your soul that is eternal. What have you gained? You've lost in this world and you've lost in the world to come.
You've lost in this world and you've lost in the world to come. I shared that video on Twitter because we're always talking about how you're probably doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're here serving the purpose you're supposed to serve, but you may be working for the wrong guy, and you can tell by the fruits of your labor. Like selling drugs, right? You're a salesman at heart. You got the tongue to make the sale. You're working for the wrong guy. You're selling drugs to kids instead of, I don't know, selling something good for the world. Selling something that would help people instead of something that hurts people. Those are the fruits of your labor, and it tells you who you're working for. So I thought that was relevant. Anyways, we're going to move forward to these next 3 clips of Elon Musk being very direct, and I like that. So this first one was titled, "Is that clear? I hope it is." It's 45 seconds long. of awesomeness,
if you will.
Legitness. Just got a weird notification. Anyways. Hopefully the audio is not trash on this. Maybe Twitter's having a moment. We're going to find out.
Apology tour, if you will. That this had been said online. There was all of the criticism. There was advertisers leaving. We talked to Bob Iger today.
I hope they stop.
You hope?
Don't advertise.
You don't want them to advertise?
No.
What do you mean?
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go fuck yourself.
But
go fuck yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is. Hey, Bob, if you're in the audience.
Well, let me ask you then.
That's how I feel. Don't advertise.
How do you think then about apology tour?
I love that. I love that. He's like, you don't want to advertise here? You want to threaten me with your ad dollars? How about you go fuck yourself? I love that so much. Now, I don't think Elon's the greatest person in the world, but I also don't see anybody else who's really big like Elon is telling all these corrupt assholes to go fuck themselves because their games that they play, because that's all Blue Team does is play games all day. Their games aren't going to work on Elon. He's got the bucks. He's got the bucks. Now, of course, he wants his X platform to be profitable. Who wants to run a business that doesn't make money? But he's let him know up front. He's like, you can't play with me. You're not going to strong arm me. That's not how this is going to work. And he wants to try and make X like iconic. So these people will have to come back to him. They'll be losing money not advertising on X social. Either way, we're going to move forward to this next one. It's more of this interview. It's titled, Pro-Censorship is More on the Left Than It Is on the Right.
Right now,
they're meaningless.
You think right now the Republican candidates or the Democrats are more inclined? I mean, this is where you go to, I assume, to woke and anti-woke and the mind virus issue that you've talked about. Which party do you think is more pro freedom of speech, given all the things you've seen? Because we also see, DeSantis, preventing people from reading certain things. Maybe you think that's correct.
No, look, we actually are in an odd situation here, where, on balance, the Democrats appear to be more pro censorship than the Republicans. And that used to be the opposite. It used to be, the left position was freedom of speech. I believe at one point, the ACLU even defended the right of someone to claim that they were Nazi or something like that. So like they really were the left was freedom of speech is fundamental. I mean, my perception, perhaps it isn't accurate, is that the pro-censorship is more on the left than the right. We certainly get more complaints from the left than the right, let me put it that way. But my aspiration for the X platform is that it is the best source of truth, or the least inaccurate source of truth. I don't know if you will believe me or not, but I think honesty is the best policy. And I think that the truth will win over time. And we've got this great system, and it's getting better, called Community Notes, which is fantastic, I think, at correcting falsehoods or adding context. In fact, we make a point of not removing anything, but only adding context. Now, that context could include that this is completely false, and here's why. And no one is immune to this. I'm not immune to it. Advertisers are not immune to it. In fact, we've had Community Notes, which has caused us some loss in advertising. Speaking of loss of advertising revenue, if a Community Note, if there's false advertising, the Community Note will say this is false. And here is why. I mean, and there's one specific example that is public knowledge, so I'll mention it, which is at one point Uber had this ad which said, "Earn like a boss." And it was community noted, if by boss you mean $12.47 an hour, this did cause at least a temporary suspension of advertising from Uber.
Eli kind of cracks me up. He's got this like childlike body language. I don't know. We got one more and then we're going to read through the chat. It's titled Musk Calling Them Out.
The place.
And this one's a short one. It's only like 8 seconds or something like that.
And what I see all over the place is people who care about looking good while doing evil. Fuck them. And what I see is people all over the place worried about looking good while doing evil. Fuck them. Best way to end the live. That's why I saved it for last. That is the best way to end the live because it is true. We talk about that every single day. Everybody's worried about being so fake, but they're out there being corrupt as shit. I don't know. I always keep Elon at an arm's distance because he says all the right things. It reminds me of Vivek. Like, he says all the right things, but at the same time, he's got so much power, you'd never know the bad things that he's doing behind the scenes. You never know. And a lot of people say he has the vibes of like a super villain. Like, he's just smiling in the public, but he has all that power. You never know what he's doing behind the scenes and stuff. But I thought those 3 videos of Elon was awesome. I thought they were awesome. Matt, he thought he was being an ass. I think his behavior was fairly obnoxious. I think what he said was good to be like, well, you know, you don't want to advertise with me, but then you're kind of like threatening me by, I better change my behavior, otherwise you won't do ads with me. Well, go fuck yourself. I think that's fine. But I think the obnoxious, like looking to the camera while saying it and all, like the immature behavior while doing it, I think made him seem obnoxious. But I think the message was clear. I can't believe there's so many GIFs of him doing that already. Anyways, we're going to read through the chat about all of that. While we're reading through the chat, I'm going to drop the Linktree link to all of you hooligans if you would like to make donations, join membership programs, or grab some merch. I would really appreciate all the support. It keeps us running. We're live every day except for Sunday because you got to have a day to recharge your batteries. So that's my day. We got the new America Needs More Hooligans t-shirt. The new design, t-shirts, hoodies, zipper hoodies, tank tops, stickers, coffee mugs, all that stuff. So definitely check that out if you haven't done so already. We got tons of designs on the merch store. What I ask is that you join Gilded. Gilded is free and currently the best way to receive notifications for when and where we go live. Every time we go live, we have a news board to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world, and we got hooligans keeping the conversation going 24/7 and all of that. So definitely go hang out with all the hooligans. Like I said earlier, you would already know half of these articles that we were reading if you were a part of Gilded, because the conversation has been going all morning. I walked into Gilded this morning and was like, holy, what is going on? There was news circulating first thing this morning. So definitely go join Gilded. Also, try out jeffmaclive.com by clicking that link at the top of the link tree. It gives you a free week where you have access to everything going on the website. It's not a trial run. There's no strings attached. Just a free week to go see all the cool stuff we're doing over on jeffmaclive.com. The live streaming area is the best out of all platforms. You will have more fun in the chat than you've ever had while watching a live. The video player is clearer with better audio than any other player, as long as I don't have the mic muted. And that alone is a great reason to go check out jeffmaclive.com. We also have our own private social media area with our own leaderboard that is kind of like a For You page and whatnot. We also have our own advanced messaging system with the ability to text each other, send each other any kind of media, music, documents, videos, pictures. A lot of chats can't do any of that. We can do more than your Facebook Messenger chat. Like, we can do more than I think WhatsApp can do.
You just got to go to the website to check it out. Like I said, click that link at the top of the link tree. It expires on April Fool's Day, so don't be a fool. Go check out all the cool stuff we're doing on the website. And another reminder, if you're on Rumble and you would like to join the membership program for $1, click the join button. In the promo code, type in Hooligan in all capital letters. You'll get your first month for $1, and then it's $5 a month after that. So we're going to read through the chat really quick, make sure everything is good to go, and then we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance and wrap things up. 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to be playing some more Skyrim. You're going to be watching me get pissed off because Skyrim makes me so mad. 6 p.m. Eastern Time on Kick, jeffmaclive.com, and Jeff Mac Gaming over on YouTube. So definitely come hang out with us. It's just a couple hours to have some fun and hang out, not worry about the problems around us, news and politics and all that kind of crap. You don't have to worry about it. Put it down for a couple hours and come hang out with us. Most people in the chat are talking about what they made for dinner and stuff. You don't have to be a huge fan of video games to hang out with us. It's just real chill setting, except for me raging out fighting bears and stuff. You'll see if you show up. Otherwise, we will be live again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. So let's read through. So basically what Elon said is, I don't need your money. Exactly, 10 man. He gives no fucks. In that aspect, I think Elon is awesome. Cornish, if I were Elon, I would offer free ad space to each of their competitors where possible. I seen Tim Pool kind of say something similar to that. That Tim Pool was saying that he thinks that he should offer ad space to the competitors for like a deal, like a really cheap price. And then when the people who left see this happening and they realize that their presence is needed on the platform to combat the competitors, charge them double. Charge them double for coming back, since they want to be assholes and go out there and spread misinformation and, ooh, I don't like saying that, spreading defamation of character kind of phrasing about Elon and his platform. They should have to pay double to come back. So, anyways, that's what I heard Tim Pool talking about. Whatnot. Just reading through. Enter user. Blinken was addressing the media. Nah, didn't miss much, I'm sure. He looks like he wants to cry all the time. He always looks like he's on the brink of crying. Him and, what was it, Shifty Shift? Maybe it's not him. It might be. I don't know. There's his name Adam. I don't know. There's a couple guys that are in the political realm that always look like they're about to cry. Matthew, imported coughs, colds, sneezes, and diseases. That's rough stuff. Bobby, I don't have an Holy Hooligans. Silver Wolf, I'm going to the tree in New York tonight. You be safe out there. That was kind of a weird thing that happened last night. They did a tree lighting thing in Manhattan or something like that. And there was all these videos all over Twitter about protesters getting arrested and causing chaos, and they had to shut down the event and all this stuff. But I was watching it live from 3 different live streamers. They were all sitting there, and there was like music playing in the background, and they were all just standing there mumbling to each other, and there was kind of crowd noise going on, like a dull roar. Officers standing there doing a bunch of nothing. I didn't hear any chanting. I didn't hear any protesting. I didn't see anyone get arrested. And I watched it for like an hour after everyone was saying, oh, the event's been canceled because of protesters and they're not doing it anymore. And I'm like, I'm reading this while watching it live and nothing bad is happening. So I was like deeply confused, and I was like, I'm going to wake up tomorrow and all the hooligans are going to be pissed at me that I didn't show riots in New York, but there isn't any. So like, I hate when that happens. I hate when that happens because these videos come out on Twitter like chaos in New York, and then I hit the lives and there's no lives of anything bad going on. Like not even aftermath. It's like it never happened. And I hate that. And our user, the White House tree fell over. Yeah, they said it was a little windy. It's a little windy out there. Enter username Schumer. Yeah. Schumer's a crier. Bobby, I miss the 80s. This shit sucks. Yeah, we've definitely gotten soft over the years. It's not good. Oh, I appreciate you, Adrian. Thank you for being here. Sheep, do they hand out scripts every morning to every person in the Biden administration? Probably. They probably wake them up, unlock their cage. I'm like, come on, buddy. Here's your script for today. And they just go cage to cage and let the people out. Here you go. It's time to work again. What's up, Brad? Happy freedom. Sheep, Antifa's pro-censorship. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what's funny about them being named Antifa. They're anti-fascists that act like fascists. And one great example is if you've ever seen them with umbrellas. Right? So we'll have a camera guy approaching them and they'll all do their umbrella thing. They're preventing you from seeing what's happening. Even when their own camera guys are doing it, they will point the camera at the ground so they're not showing what's actually happening, which is censorship. It is censorship. They will take the camera out of your hands because they don't want you covering what they're doing. They will stand at rallies and other places where conservatives are speaking, and they will scream until the vocal cords bleed just to prevent you from hearing what the conservatives are saying. Yes, Antifa is pro-censorship. Absolutely. Snooks, you adore Klaus. If you give him away, I'll take him. He just drives me nuts. I don't think I could actually give him away. I would be concerned, not with you. I'm sure you'd be a great cat mom, but I would worry about his well-being because I've been with him since he was opening his little eyeballs. Went and picked him up out of the trailer park. He's a little trailer park kitty. So I don't know. If I didn't have him, I would probably be up all night worrying about his well-being. Because I don't know. I'm just weird like that. Let's see. Mr. Beans Klaus does rock. He's just burning me out. And I got a lot of other stress going on right now. So it's just getting to me. Have you ever seen the movie Prometheus? I watched it last night and I just keep seeing images of that crap flying in my head. It's like a space movie with aliens and stuff. It's like mainly the scene where the woman has the alien in her and then she performs like self-operation in a machine. It like pulls the sack out of her, which I guess is her uterus or something, and then it breaks and all the crap spills inside of her guts, and then the alien's like an octopus doing things. It's not good. Don't go watch it. It's not worth it. I got these terrible images in my head. Hey, thank you for being here, Christy Starr. Alright, hooligans. Read through the chat. Everything's going well. It is that time. Once again, please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. And that cracked me up. It's so weird that all the trolls on Rumble use Trump in their name. They're really tricky. They're really tricky. I'm going to tell you guys right now on Rumble, if the link doesn't come from me or Snooks, do not click on that. Because I don't know if you've seen that guy, Trump supporter 2024, oh my God, breaking news of some crazy shit you really want to see. Click this link, and you'll click that link and you'll lose all your passwords. You will. those people will take your stuff. Those cyber criminals are just as bad as pedophiles. They're just as bad as pedophiles. Just don't do that. If you're in the chat on Rumble, do not click any links that didn't come from me or Snooks, because I'm telling you, those trolls are cyber criminals. They're not your average troll. Those people are doing something weird. I appreciate you being here, Raja. Melissa, yeah, I'm sure. All right, hooligans. Well, we read through. Like I said, we're going to be playing the game at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can watch on Kick, jeffmaclive.com, as well as Jeff Mac Gaming over on YouTube. A couple hours to come hang out and just have some fun. A chill vibe to hang out to. You don't have to care about video games or anything. Like I said in the chat, most of the time people are talking about what they're eating for dinner and stuff like that. You won't be in bad company if you come and hang out with us. Everybody's just really chill. I'm going to be screaming at the TV because I'm in a hard spot on the game right now. But other than that, it should be fun and festive. So definitely come hang out with us while we play the game on those destinations that I said. And we will be live tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Big shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans. And I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support. I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.
Jeff.